This is Rye on January the 31st, and we're just kind of working on scooping sheep out of this corner. I had noticed when we were gate sorting that putting him in this corner really amped him up. You can see he's a little flat there. The come-by side is always his tough side. He's likely to go flat on the come-by. So I try to kind of show him without packing the sheep into the corner too tightly that he can go. And he just goes flat, and then when you put pressure on him, he kind of darts out. So this is the exact same clip, just a different view. I had two cameras going on that day. So you can see I'm in the right place to keep him going. He goes on that first go around. Gets nice and wide here on the top side where he's got plenty of room. And here's where he starts to go flat. And then I put pressure on him and he just decides, no, I don't want to go into that corner. So send him again. I'm going to let him go flat because I just want him to go into the corner, and I figure I could fix the flat later. I let him go on the away side to show him he can go up against the barn without anything bad happening. He likes the away side much better. This is the exact same clip, just a different camera view. So see, he goes nice on the away side. Try to hold him up to the gate because this is where he had trouble with sorting the other day. They head into the corner and he wants to cover, but he just loses it right there. Some of it might be because the heads are leaving and he wants to go out and catch them. This is going to be a different camera view here in just a second. But he really gives me a lot of issues going into that corner. It's the same clip, just a different view. So he tries to cover and gets right there where he should go through, and he just kind of darts out. And then here I argue with him about stopping whenever I put pressure on him. So I spent some time just thinking about what I could possibly do to change this up for this dog. And I decided to kind of break it down to something really tiny and look for just a head turn on that send. And once he goes, to just let him go and don't correct him. Hopefully he should know to go nice and wide by now. But of course, if he didn't, I would have to correct him. But my plan was to just stop him and then ask for the head turn again. And how am I asking for the head turn? I'm applying pressure. So he's avoiding my pressure here. This is the same thing he's been doing this whole time. So I call him to look straight at me, and then I apply pressure to the right side of his face to get him to go come by, and I let him go. And here's the same view in a different clip. So you see how nice that head turn is. Let him go. He's going to go nice. Same deal. He's avoiding pressure here. So I make him face me, and then I get in position to apply pressure to make that head turn. Get the head turn, release the pressure, and let him go. This isn't really solving my corner problem necessarily, but I'm hoping that once he starts to understand to turn that head and go, I can start putting the sheep closer and closer to the corner. So again, just a different view. So you see the head turn and let him go. And so here he's kind of not turning his head, he's just trying to flank. And you can't see it from this camera angle. But I don't let him go until I see that head turn. So you're going to get a different camera view here. So here I'm stopping him, putting pressure, and when his head turns, he can go. So I'm trying to time my command with the turn of the head. So I ask him to walk up to me. So I need him to face me. Good. So he turned his head, and I gave him the come by command and let him go. Different camera view of the same clip. So there it is where he's avoiding the pressure. I'm going to call him to look at me. And when he turns his head, he can go. So I'm going to experiment with this over the next, I don't know, a few days or a week and see if this makes any improvement in him in tight spaces. We'll see if this translates for him. I kind of picked it up from watching some videos online, and I'm hoping to kind of incorporate this if it's really successful. Seems to be working out really well for Rye so far.